The agent gets to know, Robbie Keane gets to know. So it's an unfortunate situation. But we didn't come out of that looking well. But then, when we sold Robbie Keane in January and got our money back, Arsenal then signed Archibald.
That was why did we not pick up on it?
Why didn't we sign him? You know.
We should have signed him that August. We spent 8 million on Riera and 7 million on Decina. We should have signed him that August.
I know, and 3.5 million on the goalkeeper.
Right.
Yeah. A question, when you were playing, you mentioned 86 and you had a really good team with Denmark. For you, was it club or country?
It was kind of split at the time, I have to say. And I think it was like that for a lot of... It was important for our status in the game to play international football. There was no way you could be a good or great player without playing international football. Today, players have a choice. And I think that's
more important though, right?
Yeah, pardon?
Champions League is more important.
That's what I was going to say because of the Champions League. The Champions League, in our day, you had no choice. You had to play international.
Stephen Ireland.
Stephen Ireland, yeah.
But
to be fair, I had both grandmothers dying within the week.
What do you think is your right again?
Oh yeah, 3 grandmothers. It's not easy.
Go back.
That one went over the head of a few of our American friends.
We all have 3 grandmothers.
Is that just in Ireland? Cornwall, Limerick, is it? Do we have one question to finish it off with?
Jan?
Sorry.
One more question. What was the mood in the club in '84 after the Hagel disaster?
Well,
you walked in the middle.
There's a lot of things in it. To think that the 2 disasters, 85 and 89. 85, and don't take this the wrong way, but it was different. You know, it happened in Brussels. The next day, we got on a plane and flew back to Manchester. Then, because it was the last game of the season, everybody kind of went away. I'm not saying that makes it anything other. It was still a tragedy, wasn't it? It was kind of at an arm's length. But to come back, and we prepared for the 85-86 season. We couldn't go into Europe and play pre-season games. We had to stay in Britain. And of course, the mood was sombre. But it's typical of Liverpool. Yeah. Not so long ago in April, we had the anniversary of Hillsborough. Now, those 48 hours, the day before, what happened the day before? Chelsea 4, Liverpool 4. Champions League, yeah. We got spanked at home, game's over, yeah. Only Liverpool could do what we did, yeah. Only Liverpool. On that Wednesday, the day of the anniversary, I was in Porto, covering a game between Porto and Manchester United quarter-finals. And when I landed, all everybody was talking about was the night before. But you know what they all said? Yeah, but it's Liverpool, isn't it? We never expected anything other than drama. It's only Liverpool who can do it, yeah. Then when we got to the ground at night, after everybody having watched the service at Anfield, and Peter Schmeichel, obviously you know, played for Manchester United and whatever, he's the host for the TV station I work for in Denmark. And the first thing he said on air, he said, Jan, he said, first and foremost, he said, as a non-Liverpool man and whatever, we tend to forget. People forget, don't they? Yeah. Unless it's to do with you, you forget what happened 20 years ago. He said, you don't realise how horrific it was. He said, but, he said, what about what happened at Anfield today? He said, it's the only football club in the world who could have done that. And I think, 48 hours, we made more than 48 hours for the Chelsea and the service at Anfield than we probably done ever. Now, the amount of goodwill we got out of that, everybody, what a community, what a football club. And that's why you get on it. That's why you get on a train this morning at 4 o'clock from New Haven or wherever. But it's it's kind of people go, we come to see you, but you've come to support your club, haven't you? You know, and if it had been wherever standing up here, you'd have still been here because it's what you do.
You should have been here for United again.
No, but that's what I'm saying, isn't it? You know, that's what you do, isn't it? I'm a Liverpool fan. This is what I do. Travel in, you know, we'll make sure. Isn't the welcome, you know? Not right.
You're right.
But the it's so far it's not New Yorkers who's welcomed me, it's Liverpool fans, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, we'll take one or two more questions and then anyone else?
Yes, sorry.
Hold on here, hold on.
What do you think about the growth of the popularity of the EPL in America, and like what about like the chances for the game really, for football really gaining a foothold here in America?
Yeah, it is a tough question. You kind of always think that you might have missed your best opportunities. You know, when you remember what happened in the late 70s when the Pelés and the Johan Cruyffs and whatever came across and played, and then you had the World Cup in 1994, and you think that those might have been the times. But I think what's that done in those kind of planted the seeds, didn't it? And you're now starting to see the benefits of that. You know, and you're now getting the guys 25, 30 who actually soccer play. You know, so I think the game, I think in another 10 years' time, and I think I know I've spoken to a few of them before, I still think from where you are in the world, you can be proud of your national side. You know, in the when all English clubs used to bring in foreigners, or started to bring in foreigners, nation that people said, sign a few Norwegians, you know. Great characters, work hard. And I think that's where we're at with the Americans now. They never let you down. Work rate is good.
Very good, actually.
Yeah, I think you can't go far wrong. You've got great goalkeepers. So I think the chance of the American game or the soccer game in America is now in the next 10 years.
Only if Beckham leaves, right?
If you don't. See, it's difficult to gauge from where we are in Europe that Beckham has had on it. But I think in the next 10 years, if you don't crack it this time. But I do sense, though, well, I might be wrong, but it's big, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, obviously, with the country being as vast as it is and as many people, it can be sometimes difficult to gauge.
The only thing holding it back is the MLS, truthfully.
Yeah.
I mean, how they set up the comps.
Yeah, but that's
Ridiculous.
But I think on the back of everything that's happened, I think that will improve on it slowly.
It has to.
It has to. I mean.
One more question.
Well, one more question from
and then
sorry.
finish up and that's it.
All right, Jan.
Excellent.
Who's going to win the King George's VI on Boxing Day?
If you don't know why the only reason this young man here had enough money to move to New York was that in 1992 I told him to back Denmark to win the European Championship. He dived in at 33 to 1 when we were 125 to 1 later on.